Hey everyone, I am Jessica from Willow Vines Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do not a collective message, a message for the sign of Virgo. So it could be collectively in Virgo energy, sun, moon, rising, Venus, or anywhere in your chart. Could be someone you're thinking of, or someone around you as well. But anyways, like the videos, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe to join the tribe. I feel like I'm tripping over my words. Maybe there's something that someone needs to say, wants to say, they just can't really find the right words to articulate what's in their noggin. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm gonna screw something up if I speak. That could be how someone's feeling. But the quote-unquote working title or main energy so far is persistence and restraining oneself, which makes sense with how I'm tripping over my words and screwing up the entire intro here. So someone really feels like they're gonna screw something up if they say whatever they need to say. It's like I'm holding this back. I'm restraining myself from saying or doing something. That's the energy I'm feeling here. The ninth house could be significant, and that's all about higher learning, spirituality. Long distance travel could be in there, law, ethics, wisdom, and fortune. But the main thing that's standing out with the ninth house is quest for meaning and truth. There could be some information that somebody is seeking. They just don't know what questions to ask. Or if somebody else is seeking the truth and Virgo knows it, Virgo doesn't know how to say it. Something like that, depending on who's who and what's going on here. So look up the ninth house and see what that means to you, for you, what have you. So let's see what's going on in the Virgo energy, the world of the Virgo. I feel like someone's been in hermit mode for a while because they don't really know what to say. But I feel like I'm coming out. So if someone's been kind of taking a step back, hiding out, pulling away, doing a lot of self-reflection, going over whatever they're going over in their mind, I kind of feel like someone's getting ready to step out into the spotlight. And it's not necessarily like publicly, it's just they're going to come out of the shadows. So someone's getting ready to come out of the shadows to either talk to you or talk to someone or to start something, because there's been a lot of contemplation, a lot of thinking. I want to say overthinking in this situation. Wow, this one keeps coming out. My boundaries are like eyeliner, on point and fierce as hell. Setting boundaries. There's a difference between setting healthy boundaries and just being plain old resistant or stubborn. And someone might have been confused by that in the past, like, no, these are just my boundaries, when they were just being rigid. So there could be a realization as to like what a healthy boundary is versus just being stubborn. I'm gonna leave it out. I was gonna put it back and pull something else, but I kind of feel like that's where the resistance is, because it doesn't feel like somebody else's boundaries necessarily. It feels like figuring out what my own boundaries are, and seeing the difference between being rigid and setting boundaries, basically. So someone's figuring that out, or they did during this time of solace, during their hermit mode energy, basically. A lot of reflection. Someone in this energy could have been having a lot of dreams that help them process through certain situations. Like, it helps make sense of certain things. So that's definitely spiritual guidance. And I kind of feel like with the dream message, that could have been happening with anyone, but I am picking up on someone who is not like well versed in spiritual things. So they're not really awakened. They could be going through that process now to a degree, and spirit was basically communicating through their dreams to them to kind of lighten the load, to guide them without putting it right in their face. So this is like side seat driving is what it feels like, where you're not directly telling someone something or showing them. It's just kind of background noise, but eventually, because you've heard it enough, it just kind of sticks. That's what that feels like. So there's some type of guidance, background guidance, that someone was receiving, and they might not have even realized it, or maybe you still don't realize it, but it's actually helping. It's like, I don't know where I heard this or how I know it, but it just kind of got instilled in me or something like that. I don't know. Reconnecting. Someone might want to reconnect with you, or you might want to reconnect with somebody. Delete the hurt I caused. Yeah, someone's definitely going over the past. That's where the hermit mode energy is coming in. It's not just self-reflection, like, what did I do wrong? What could I have done better? It's also going over the things that, you know, the hurt that they caused somebody. It's either you or somebody else. Wishing things could be different. I never should have done that to you, is what I heard. So someone did something they regret. I don't know what it is yet, but maybe that's why they're having a hard time finding the right words to say, because, you know, when you finally admit that you were wrong in a situation, or you own up, you take responsibility for your own actions and whatever you say, it's difficult. You know, that's not an easy conversation to have with somebody, especially if you're not sure if it's going to be well received or not. But I do feel like somebody wants to approach another person and right or wrong, basically. And if that's not a Virgo that wants to do that, it's someone either coming towards a Virgo or someone around a Virgo. You were just trying to do the right thing. So there's someone in this energy who's just trying to do the right thing, and they got hurt in the process. A grandmother or grandparents could be significant here. Someone's grandmother who's crossed over is around them a lot, helping them, guiding them. That could be who's been speaking. That could be who was speaking to them in the dream space, helping to guide them inadvertently, basically. But there is a significance with a grandmother specifically. So it's the feminine energy. You could be a grandmother, or someone close to you is. Someone around you is dealing with a grandmother thing, even if it isn't your own grandmother. The month of May could be significant. We also have divine sensuality, making love erotica. It's giving me sexy grandma vibes. That's the reason why. I don't know why I said that. So if you are a grandma, you got it going on. But there is a sexual component here. Too much is hidden from you. And then transparency. So it's not a person that was hiding things from you. It's just unseen factors at play here. Someone wasn't transparent in this situation, but someone else was. I don't know who's who, though. I mean, with spirituality, if there's anyone in the psychic energy or mediumship, like if those are your abilities or someone tied to you's abilities, I feel like if you were explaining the unseen, talking about spirit, maybe you brought up somebody's grandmother to them, let them know that they're around, and it could have bothered them or something. But I feel like you were being very transparent about that. Like, this is what I see, this is what I sense, this is what I feel, this is what's going on, here's some messages for you. I'm not fucking lying about this kind of thing. Like, I really see these people, I really sense this information, it really comes to me, kind of thing. I feel like someone wasn't believed in that arena, and maybe through a lot of time and reflection, someone's seeing like, oh wow, I guess you really did know. You really did talk to so-and-so. You really did see blah, 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 whatever. You really did feel that. I'm not sure if it's a Virgo that's going over this, going like, wow. Or if it's a Virgo who has these gifts and abilities and somebody else is having the aha moment here. Actually, yeah, I don't know what to do. Someone doesn't know what to do in this situation. They definitely don't know how to reconnect to you or reconnect to someone specific. Probably because whoever wasn't believed has set boundaries now, and it's harder to it's harder to reach them. There could be blockages here. Maybe you blocked them, they blocked you, something. Peaks reached. This came out for Libra, I believe. Celebrate your achievements and savor the triumph of your ascent, for you've climbed high and earned your view. The knowledge you've attained is not easy to come by. That's what I just heard. But I feel like for some reason I want to say, if you wanted to get through to somebody, if you wanted to open their eyes, you've achieved your goal. Somebody's seeing beyond the mundane. They're seeing beyond what they used to just see. Like, they're seeing more. They're seeing more than just what's right in front of them. They're seeing beyond the veil is what I just heard. So yeah, somebody's opening up spiritually here. And it was a non-believer or a skeptic. It's always great to have a healthy level of skepticism, but labyrinth of choices. Chart your course through the perplexing labyrinth of choices. Embrace each turn as part of your complex journey. Yeah, this was definitely a complex journey. I feel like I just don't know which way to go. I don't know who to turn to. I don't know what to say. So if someone's going through the awakening process, they might want to talk to that spiritual person who they don't speak to anymore, because they're having experiences. They're seeing things very differently. And it's almost like the one person I want to talk to about this stuff, I can't really talk to. I don't know how to talk to them about this because of blah, blah, whatever. Because of the choices that were made in this situation. So someone could have got pushed away because of their belief system, and now that somebody has a change of perspective, a change in perspective, they want to communicate with the one person that they feel like they can't communicate with. Sort of sorrow heals. In heartache's shadow, growth awaits. Yeah, through pain we heal, we rise, we grow. Let pain refine, not define you, as brighter days are promised. So I do feel like there's going to be a positive outcome here in this situation. Someone had a lot of healing work they needed to do. So hermit mode was definitely a good decision for whoever this is, pulling away from the situation, pulling away from everyone. It was for their highest good, definitely. Or your highest good. Yeah, someone was going through some stuff and they just weren't seeing clearly, but they see now. They weren't seeing clearly, but they see now. Someone could have also been using like erotic encounters. I'm trying to think how to say it on YouTube, as a form of comfort, because it releases those endorphins and stuff and makes you happy in the moment. But it's a band-aid. You gotta rip that band-aid off and deal. Maybe this person has ripped the band-aid off and they're dealing with their shit and trying not to use those vices or habits as comfort, because it's very temporary. Yeah, someone's done a lot of work on themselves, which is great. That's amazing. I almost feel like whatever this spiritual situation was the catalyst for someone's healing, someone to go within and do the shadow work, to deal with whatever they needed to deal with and face their own shit. So it's like, you know, sometimes people enter our lives for 1,000,001 reasons, but sometimes, you know, we go into someone's life or we enter their life to help them, and other times it's for them to help us, whether or not we see it that way or not. And a lot of times pain and troubles are the catalyst for healing. You are charming. Yeah, somebody, avoid toxic people, definitely. Have confidence in your charm. A lot of people gravitate towards you because they like you for you. Someone didn't believe that, though. Like, you like me for this or that, but not for who I truly am. So someone had to do some self-reflection, big time. Because I feel like whoever this is someone that they don't, it's weird because it's 50-50. I want to say they don't find themselves attractive, but they do. So they know that they're not ugly. You know what I mean? Like, they don't think they're ugly, but they don't think they're God's gift either, you know? So this isn't someone that's arrogant as hell about their appearance. I feel like there could be some quote unquote flaws that they see within themselves that they wish they could change. But don't we all have that shit going on? There's always some aspect we'd like to change about ourselves. And if it's something we can, then work towards it, you know? If it's what you want, if it's what somebody else wants to them, you know? But this person's energy, their aura, like who they are internally is very alluring. So this person, they're very charismatic. And I do feel like a lot of people are drawn to them because of that. And I almost feel like, why? Like, why are you drawn to me? Like, why do you like me? Because of who you are. Maybe somebody's seeing that you weren't chasing what they have, or what they could do for you or anything. You actually were drawn to who this person is, you know, like to them. You're drawn to it for a reason, probably spiritually, but I feel like there's something coming up with this person for you because there's something they want to say. All right, so what else? Well, the twins will be on their way soon. Could be twins involved in this situation for some of you, or maybe you're a twin dealing with one. Because as I say, no coincidences. It's kind of funny that my sister texted me right in the middle of this. Anyways, because I'm babysitting the babies. Hot air balloon. Balance, uplifting, freedom, going with the flow, untouchable. Ascension. Yeah, somebody's ascending. Feels good to ascend, doesn't it? Going with the flow and ascension. I feel like you were the catalyst for change in this person's life, which is that's really great. Whether you speak to them again or not, but for some reason I kind of feel like whoever this is, there's a resurgence of energy and they might speak to you. Still, it's making my left thigh on the outside kind of hurt a little bit. Just like, almost like I pulled a muscle or something. I don't know what that would be. Like maybe somebody has an injury or it's just sore. Because it's kind of on the top. Not quite. It's mainly on the side. In your thigh. It doesn't go to your hip though. Anyways, so someone might deal with aches and pains or something specific in that area. I don't know why I want to share it in Virgo's reading. But I wasn't even gonna really share. I was gonna put it in the comments because on a Patreon reading I did last night, which is still uploading because there's part 1, part 2. And part of it was crazy. Like, I was just gonna comment it, like, note and put the timestamp and whatever and what happened because I got like, not, I want to say instant confirmation, but I think I had like half an hour left of the video, like as I was recording, and then once I was done, I got the confirmation. It was so funny. So at that moment when I was doing a reading, I felt like my hand went numb and I'm like, I can't feel my hand. And I was like, oh. And then I grabbed my hand like this and I was like, I feel like I cut myself. And I need to stop the bleeding. Like, I literally said it in the video and I'm just like, I wonder what the fuck that was. And I really did wonder what the hell it was. But what was weird is I heard a buzz, like a phone, a message, and there was no phone over where I heard it. But the ironic or really cool thing about that is I picked up on that right as my kid's father got home. And I knew he was home because I heard his voice when Lillian was screaming and whatever. And I was just like, I didn't put two and two together in the moment. But when I was done with the reading, I went downstairs and he was looking at his phone. And he gets like alerts, and he stays in, I don't know, he gets information on like rescue calls and shit like that. Like he pays attention to that shit because he used to be a firefighter. But anyways, um, I'm not earlier in the day, there was this guy, he was making a joke about the comments under it, but there was this man who cut his thumb off. And they had to transport him by like snowmobile or something and out of the woods or whatever, but he, he would have to hold it. And that's where I was holding my hand. I'm like, I feel like I cut myself. I got to stop the bleeding. And I was picking up on the guy apparently, but the main energy I was picking up on, because I don't know who the guy was the fact that he was going to tell me that story. And he literally did. He had his phone in his hand and he's like going over the details and sharing it with me. And I was like, whoa, that's fucking cool. So some of you could be having experiences like that where you're going, holy crap, like what are the odds of that? Like, do you know what I mean? That's part of the awakening, I'm just saying, and you'll see and find some really cool shit if you're truly there, you know what I mean? Like it's like a whole new world opens up to you. Now I want to sit here and just shoot the shit and talk about certain experiences and things. So maybe that's what somebody wants to do with another person. Like I don't know if they want to hear your experiences or if they want to share their own. But it's like, I really want to talk. That's what it feels like, because this is cool. That's what I want to say. Still. Refinement. Culture. Yeah, somebody just wasn't cultured in something, basically. It's like different cultures do different things. And if you're not accustomed to it, it's going to be different and weird to you. So someone had to, like, grow an understanding or something. Spirits, but I'm not thinking of it as alcohol or drinks and stuff. I'm thinking of it as spirits. Spirit is cultivating this. So spirit's working for you, baby. 8-9 progression. Yes, they are. Spirit's working for you. I do feel like there's a lot of supernatural things going on and paranormal experiences happening for somebody. Alcohol could play a role in this situation for someone, or it did in the past. That could be where that sexual energy is coming in, because lowers your inhibitions. You don't always do what you should. Just saying. The Chariot, Cancerian energy. There could have been a Cancerian involved in this situation as well, or they have Cancer, Virgo, something in their chart. Strength of will, forward movement, determined, willpower, success, control, action, travel, focus. So someone might be traveling soon, but I feel like whoever this person is, they've been more focused on their success and finances. They're very determined to achieve a goal and get something done. But I feel like there's more room for thought, more room for different things, a change up in the situation. That's not their main focus anymore. I'm not saying that they're still not focused on career and crap. It just feels like it's not as focused. Seven of Swords, getting caught, confessions. I gotta say something. Someone wants to confess something. It's making my collarbone hurt for some reason. I don't know why. Come clean. This person definitely is feeling remorse. Someone was trying to destroy someone. What the shit? Like, fuck them. But yeah, there's a confession here. There's a confession that's been brewing. This has been brewing for a minute. Tranquility, overcoming hardship, conflicts resolved. Yep, after somebody confesses about something from the past, this will be resolved. That's the point of the confession, is to resolve the issue. There's soulmate energy here, which can be friend, family, lover, whatever. It doesn't necessarily mean romance. This person feels connected to you. They want to stay connected to you. They want to reconnect to you. Oh, yeah, reconnecting. Forgot that was the main card. Yeah, there's some shared experiences here that somebody wants to like talk about. Even if it didn't happen to the two of you together, it's like this happened to you, but it also happened to them kind of thing. Is like, I want to share this experience with you. That's what that is. Somebody wants to share an experience with you. This feels really good. So don't be shocked if somebody confesses something, if they actually come forward and come clean about whatever the fuck went on here. They're pretty stubborn before. I feel like they're kind of phasing out of that rigidness and moving towards a sense of peace. The timing was just off in this situation, but you know what's funny? Is the timing was perfect because whoever this is needed to face some stuff. And I feel like you or whoever this person was that they want to confess to was the catalyst for that change. Like they never would have even considered anything as such to be a possibility, or I don't know, there's I just feel like this healing process wouldn't even have started if somebody didn't ignite the flame. That's really what it feels like. So it's a blessing in disguise for sure, no matter the outcome of this situation. But somebody definitely wants to talk to someone. It's someone you might have known for a long time, but it's someone from your past. And at the very least, there's like a confession and an apology. No matter the outcome, but you might be pleasantly surprised at what unfolds here. Someone wants to show you what you didn't see before, or even if you did see it, they want to like they're gonna drive the cement truck over is what it seems like. Give you that concrete evidence. But I will talk to you guys soon. Peace.